Tammy couldn't believe her eyes. The interior was cozy and warm. The space was small, but perfectly organized, with a small fire pit in the center, and a few neatly stacked branches in the corner. Kaka and Dada scurried around, preparing something special for their guest. "Make yourself comfortable, Tammy," Kaka said with a cheerful grin. "We'll get you something to warm you up." Dada quickly brought over a small wooden cup filled with a steaming herbal tea. "Here, try this. It's made from wild mint and pine needles. It's our favorite." Tammy took a sip, and the warm, refreshing flavor spread through her body. "This is amazing," she exclaimed, her eyes lighting up. "Thank you, and wait until you try this," Kaka said, pulling out a perfectly roasted rainbow trout from the fire. The fish was golden brown, its skin crispy, and the aroma made Tammy's mouth water. Dada carefully placed it on a flat piece of bark and handed it to her. "We caught it this morning," Dada said proudly. "Rainbow trout are the best in this river." Tammy took a bite, and the tender, flavorful meat melted in her mouth. "This is the best fish I've ever had," she said, her voice filled with delight. The Beaver brothers beamed with pride. As they ate, Kaka and Dada began to tell Tammy about their lives as beavers. "We're not just builders, you know," Kaka said. "We're engineers. Our dams are like our masterpieces." "Yeah," Dada chimed in. "We use branches, mud, and stones to create them. They're not just for us, they help the whole ecosystem. The ponds we create become homes for fish, frogs, and even birds." Tammy listened intently, fascinated by their stories. "That's incredible. Can you show me how you build one?" Kaka nodded. "Of course, but first let's finish our meal. A good engineer needs energy after all." After they finished eating, the three of them spent the next hour exploring the riverbank. Kaka and Dada demonstrated how they selected the perfect branches and used their sharp teeth to cut them down. They showed Tammy how they carried the branches to the river and strategically placed them to create a sturdy structure. Tammy even helped by gathering small stones to reinforce the dam. "You're a natural," Dada said, laughing as Tammy proudly placed a stone in just the right spot. Hours passed in cheerful conversation and laughter. But as the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Tammy realized it was time to head back home. "I should probably go before it gets too dark," she said, a hint of sadness in her voice. Kaka smiled warmly. "We're glad you came, Tammy. You're always welcome here." Just as Tammy was about to wave goodbye, a sudden shadow passed over them. The air grew cold, and a deafening screech pierced the silence. Tammy looked up and saw a massive golden eagle diving toward them with terrifying speed. Its wingspan was enormous, and its sharp talons glinted in the fading light. "Dada, watch out!" Kaka shouted. But it was too late. The eagle swooped down, its talons closing around Dada's small body. In an instant, the eagle lifted Dada into the air, its tiny paws flailing heads. Tammy and Kaka screamed in unison. "Dada, no!" The eagle, known as the shadow of death among the animals of the forest, soared higher and higher, its golden feathers shimmering ominously against the darkening sky. Dada's cries grew faint as the eagle carried him across the river and into the dense trees beyond. "Dada!" Kaka's voice broke as he called out to his brother, but there was no response. Tammy stood frozen, her heart pounding in her chest. The once peaceful evening had turned into a nightmare. Kaka turned to Tammy, his eyes filled with fear and desperation. "We have to save him. We can't let the eagle take him." Tammy nodded, her determination rising. "We'll find him, Kaka. I promise."